Hello, I'm Jim Opataya Williamson, and welcome to a series of videos on CBD, on brands, uses, comparisons, that sort of thing. To start with, I think I should probably let you know why I think I know something about it. I'm not really an expert, I'm not a doctor, but I am a user of CBD. I have to tell you that about 2.5 years ago, already at age 71, I guess, I was fishing a lot of bass tournaments as a co-angler, or trying to, with a great deal of pain. It was normal for me to take an unhealthy amount of ibuprofen or acetaminophen or other over-the-counter painkillers and still have difficulty getting through the day. In fact, my sciatica was so bad that I could not even lift my tackle bag into the boat before we launched it into the water. My boater would have to lift it up in there for me and take it out again at the end of the day. During the day, I would have to often stop and do sciatic stretches. I couldn't use a seat because if I sat down, it hurt too bad. At the end of the day, I often could not, actually could not walk back up to the truck to back it down and load the boat back up. I would have to let my boater do that. So I do know a little bit about pain, and I know what it's like to be immobile, to a degree. Many of my friends had recommended marijuana, or medical marijuana, and I'd read some about CBD. So on a trip to Oregon to visit my daughter and her family, where all that stuff is legal anyway, I tried a little bit of marijuana gummy. And in all honesty, I got a little high, which is not near as exciting at my age as it was back in the 1970s, okay? I got to admit, it's not the same thing, okay? But it also did nothing for the pain. So the next morning, my son-in-law went to the local dispensary and got some CBD. I woke up barely able to move around the house at all. I took some CBD, and within an hour or so, my daughter asked me how I was doing. I said, well, I think the pain maybe is a little better, but I feel like the mobility's gotten a lot better. What do you think? She said, Dad, it's like day and night. You're moving. You actually can get around without lots of noises. It's really wonderful. So I continued the CBD while I was there, and then came home and did a lot of research on what I wanted to do in CBD. And I'll explain more about that in a future video. But as it turned out, I did start a regular regimen of CBD. The mobility change was fantastic. The pain change was very good. Did it take it all away? No, it did not. But it made it entirely bearable. It made it so that I could actually do laundry without killing myself. It made it so that most of the time I could lift my tackle bags in and out of the boat, unless we've been fishing too many days in a row, maybe. Eventually, my usage of CBD progressed from one kind to another, and I'll explain that again later. And at one point, my VA physician added duloxetine to the mix. And did it help the pain? Yes, it did. But unfortunately, it had other side effects that were really negated its benefits. So I have since stopped the duloxetine, and the current CBD that I am on has me probably 90% pain-free and with tremendous mobility for my age. I'll be 74 here in March. So I'm not a young chicken anymore, but I am getting ready to move back into the bass fishing circuit professionally. I just want to invite you to follow me on YouTube and at jimow.com and see together what we can learn about CBD, its good sides, the pitfalls, because there are some, and that sort of thing, from a layman, from a user who has used a variety and will continue to test a variety of them, because to be honest, on jimow.com, there's a bunch of them on there, and if you go buy one of them through my site, do I get a cut? Well, I probably do, at least on most of them. But it's a very small one. But more importantly, the job here is to educate you all and me on the use of CBD, to answer a lot of questions that I see on Facebook. So again, I invite you one more time to follow me on Facebook, to like me on YouTube, follow me there, and check out JimOW.com.